Way before Disney took over, there was already a 7, 8, and 9 episode trilogy of Star Wars, and it was from 1991 by Timothy Zahn. And episode 7 was called Era of the Throne. This episode 7, Era of the Throne, Darth Sidious had already been aware of Darth Vader's possible portrayal, and so he had other Sith Lord apprentices scattered throughout the galaxy. Upon Darth Vader and Darth Sidious' death, his commanders went on a search to look for the top one of these apprentices. Once they found him, although he was reluctant at first, he decided to go with them and decided to be heir of the throne. Although reluctant at first, he does decide to go with them and ends up taking the place of Darth Sidious. Arriving at the command base space station, he goes to the throne room, goes to the throne chair, sits in it, turns it around to where the window is, where you can see space and stuff, and he basically tells them, like, go away so I can get to work. And then one of the sub-commanders looks at his commander and he's like, what, get to work, what's he talking about? And he's just like, as they're leaving, he's like, oh, I'll tell you later. And if you recall, there were times where they would have reports for Darth Sidious, and when they would enter the throne room, he'd be out and looking into space, and then he would turn around and they would give him like the information, and he'd be like, I know. And then he would give them their orders, and then when they would leave, he would turn back around and go and look back out into space. What Darth Sidious was doing, and the same thing his apprentices were doing, was they're putting out their dark energy into the galaxy. They're putting out their malice, and with that, it's causing ripples for their enemies, but it's also at the same time increasing and energizing and empowering their allies. And then this is why, as soon as his apprentice started doing it in the book, immediately the good guys bad things started happening to the good guys, and good things started finally happening again for the bad guys. And this concept also brings understanding to why when Anakin Skywalker kills Mace Windu, and he's all sad and distraught, and he's on the verge of tears if he wasn't crying already. At the same time, Darth Sidious was getting empowered and strengthened, and he was getting energized with every second that was going on. And so when it comes to energy, absorbing it, gathering it, expressing it out, that is what every single human being is doing every second, all the time, regardless. And so when it comes to energy like this, like with bad energy, if you don't like the feeling, you just want to get rid of it, somebody with that bad energy will express it in a physical manifestation and punch and hit something and hurt their hand, or see the destruction of something that they caused through expression. Or if they have that negative feeling and they don't know what to do with it, if they don't understand it, then they would probably just go in the room and then cry themselves to sleep that night. Or opposite, like say if it's with with positive energy, great joy, and you feel it and you just want to get it out and express it, so you go and you give somebody a hug for no reason. Or you have this energy, you don't know what to do with it, so you just keep it and retain it, and then when you go to bed, you have like one of the best dreams of your life. There's always like this array of energy, a field of you, and it could be strong or it could be big, it could be in abundance, or it could be almost non-existent. Then from there, when it comes to if you do prayer or meditation, then you take your energy and you conform it. And then with that, you could choose to make it greater. You could choose to transform it into another type of energy, or you could choose to let it out and give it to people. There's people that have this energy, a great abundance of these types of energy without even knowing it. It just comes natural to them, or they're just naturally drawn to it. And those are the people that could be like the life of the party. And then you also have the opposite of those people that, they're always down, they're always sulking, and they might need some type of pills to keep their energy up or to stay positive and stuff. They could be suicidal, and this once again has to do with that type of energy. And the knowledge of this energy, by knowing it, is the way to be able to combat against it. So you're feeling a certain way, and then you go to your house, and all of a sudden you start making, all of a sudden the mood comes down to your wife and your children, and you don't know why. Same could happen if, you're feeling good and you have some good news, you come home, and when you come home, they're already happy and stuff, because they already felt that positive energy that you were feeling that day, and it was subconsciously directed to them already. And so by not knowing about this energy and about this power that all humans have doesn't change anything. But to know about it can give you better understanding and self-awareness of self, and how to better approach yourself and make your world and life around you better, more positive.